How do you know if you're in a clinical depression? Well, for starters, you're incredibly sad, and it's not a momentary thing, it's just always. For example, when I fell into my clinical depression, I just couldn't stop crying. And that was not a 5 minute or 10 minute thing. It was a month long thing, like days and days and days of just crying, crying, crying. I would cry in the shower. I would stop, dry myself, cry again, stop. I would dress myself, stop, start crying again, and so on. I knew in this moment that something is terribly wrong, and I asked for help. I asked to see a psychotherapist and so on. So, number one, that was it. Number two, you have this thought carousel constantly. The thoughts constantly turn and turn and turn, and you just can't stop. Even if you deliberately try, it's not possible. It's a constant carousel of thoughts. I shouldn't have said that. What if I hadn't said that? We would still be together if it's like a love thing. Or, oh my God, what did they mean? And you go on and on and on about small details, right? It never stops. Even at night, you can't sleep. Sleep is another thing. Sleep, you will have trouble sleeping. You'll be awake half of the night. And then when you finally fall asleep, you sleep until 12 in the morning. Number three, um, you are being slowed down extremely. Your soul is saying, stop. No. It's like a hammer that hit you, or like a glass wall that you couldn't see and you ran against it. It's a very hard knock on the nose and it slows you down. During my worst time of depression, um, I sometimes felt that some black entity is coming over me and would pull me down into the netherworld, like, yeah, into Hades. I think that's how it's called, Hades, the Hades. And in this period of time, which would last hours or maybe days, sometimes I just couldn't get out. I was only able to lie on the bed and be with the thought carousel going, 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 this black thing on me until eventually it would move away again. So it was like longer periods of time, not just 5 minutes. And that's why sometimes people with depression, at least that's how I experienced it, I couldn't react to people's messages or I would just not turn up. I would forget. Yeah. I would forget that I was going to meet the friend. I would forget that I have to go to work. Stuff like this is very, very hard. It's really, really, it's the thing I struggled most with to be so slowed down. I didn't want it. I was used from early in my life that I'm a winner, I can do everything. And in my 20s already, I had reached a very good situation, very good point in my career. I had reached more than people in their 40s and 50s would have reached. Yeah. And so this was very new to me, and I didn't want to slow down. I didn't want to accept that. Yeah, it was hard, but I had to eventually. So, number four, in this situation that I just described, I couldn't take any decisions. I couldn't sign any contract, couldn't do dating, at least not in the hard part, in the first really tough time. Also, because, well, it's not a good idea to take decisions because the next day or 3 days later, things will gonna be completely different. Things will seem very different. In this period of time, I couldn't make like this, I couldn't discern. I couldn't see things how they really were. Yeah, it's like this black entity coming across me, and then I can't see the things clearly. It's not possible. And in that time, um, looking back now, I think it was not a good idea to take any decisions, to sign any contracts, or even do dating. I maybe had two dates, but Nothing came out of it, and it was much better because this keeps adding on to the thought carousel. That's so the brain is already overloaded, and you're not gonna add more stuff into that. During that time, I decided to move out because of some detail that happened in the house, which was a very bad idea, for example, and I got myself into trouble. Yeah, luckily it was already a little bit towards the end of the really, really difficult time, so I could do it. But looking back, I think that was a very bad move to take any kind of major decisions. Okay, number 5. So the depression comes over you, and suddenly you can't do what you did before, right? What you did before doesn't work anymore. So whatever you try, or whatever I tried, it just didn't work anymore. I had to find new solutions, and I had to find, accept, okay, it's like that now. I have this, and I need to get help. So these are my 5 points. Watch my video about how I navigated through depression here. I'll link it. And if you want even more help on how to improve your life as an autistic person, I have created a free course where I give away all my best tips. The link is below the video, and this is completely free. No, I hope to see you there. See you guys.